Vinyl community, cheers everybody. It's Ryan Kidd. I hope you're all doing well out there. Raise a glass. Today we've got a mega punk video coming out here. This is the top 100 punk LPs of the 1970s. So, before I start, a few things I want to say. Obviously this list is going to be limited to what I have on vinyl. There's some records I don't have that would absolutely make the list. I don't have the Plugs, Electrify Me. I don't have the Pop Rivets first album, would definitely make it. I don't have the Gizmos, Who's Your Hysteria. I've been after that one for a while, but I don't have that. And I'm sure there's other stuff I've missed, but I've got to roll with what I got, man. I've got 100 punk rock records to show you today. This is going to be great. So there's a couple guidelines that I tried to follow in this video. Rules I tried to set for myself, but I break them in the video. But it's a punk rock video. There cannot be rules. But whatever. Here's the guidelines I was trying to follow. Obviously, it's got to be a punk record from the 70s. But each band in this countdown can only have one album in the 100. I did that because a band like the Ramones would have 4 albums. You know, the Clash would probably have 3. And I did that so I could maximize punkage for everybody. I could show more records to you guys and make room for the stuff I think that maybe people haven't heard or whatever, you know. Also, I tried to stay away from compilations. There are a few times there are some comps in here. But, you know, in a few, in the one, it's a 2-record set, and the first record in the set is the band's first album, so whatever, dude. You're getting 100 records here today. So, that being said, grab your safety pins, grab your razor blades, get your mohair sweater, grab a beer. We're going to pogo till we puke. This is the top 100 punk LPs of the 1970s. And what list would be complete without some honorable mentions? So before we get into that, let's do some honorable mentions. So, this is a cool one. The Bizarros and the Rubber City Rebels. This is a really cool split. That didn't make the list. I like it though. From New York City, the Tough Darts. This is a great rock and roll, punk rock on record. Didn't make it, but really cool. This is a band called FU2. The album's called Punk Rock. I think it was originally called Depression. But this was a band formed by the guys from the Downliners sect. They kind of just goofed off in the studio and made a punk album. It's pretty cool, but didn't have enough to make the list. I think it's important when we talk about 70s punk to talk about John Cooper Clarke. He was a great poet. This record's really cool, but it just didn't make the list. The other one is the Buzzards, the Leighton Buzzards, a lot of people know them as. From Jelly Deals to Record Deals. The B-side of this album I really like, but there's too many clunkers on it, didn't make it. This is Twist Again with the Low Numbers. This is a really cool album. It starts with In the City by The Jam. The song Shock Treatment's great. Really cool record, just didn't make it. The Members, Chelsea Nightclub. This is another one where there's some great songs on it, just didn't cut. Didn't make the cut. And then the first Ultravox record, I really like this. The first song on this, Saturday Night in the City of the Dead. It's killer, really cool, punky new wave album. I love it, but just didn't find its way into the top 100. So, that's all being said. Honorable mentions thrown away. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. The top 100 punk albums from the 1970s. Woo, I got some backup beers here too, because we're going to roll, man. I'm going to talk a little bit about each record, but I'm not going to go on because I don't want this to be like, you know, an hour long. So, let's start it. Number 100 is by Jilted John. It's called True Love Stories. It's from 1978. As you can see, I've got little stars on here that tell me the number I'm at and what year it came out. I wrote all these on Post-it so I wouldn't get lost, dude. But, so Jilted John, this is a cool album. This is like a very poppy, but it's a story album. The whole album is a story, and each song goes into the next like phase of his life. You know, it's a story about his adolescence, and it's really fun. A really cool album. Jilted John, True Love Stories. Number 99 belongs to the Electric Chairs from 1978. You got Jane, Wayne County on here. So their best output, in my opinion, was the Blatantly Offensive EP. But we're not doing EPs, we're doing albums. So this one, it's got, to me, some clunkers on it, but when they rock, they rock, man. Rock and Roll Resurrection, Bad in Bed, Max's Kansas City, some really cool songs on here. That's number 99. Number 98 is from Germany, a band called The Pack. This is their first album. It's from 1978. The Pack are really raw, and believe it or not, like these guys were like a krautrock band before they kind of dove into the punk rock style of music. But this record's killer, dude. It's really raw. It's really nasty. Better Get Ready, Nobody Can Tell Us are really cool, man. Really great songs. Check this one out. From Germany, The Pack. Number 97 is the first album from Blondie, 1976. I really like this record. This is from Private Stock Records. It's got Ex Offender, opens up with Ex Offender. Ripper to Shreds is cool. Little Girl Lies. A lot of like 50s overtones on this album, but a really rockin' record. That's number 97. Number 96 belongs to the Radio Stars. Songs for Swingin' Lovers. This is a really cool record on Chiswick. Good personality. The Beast of Barnsley, Nervous Wreck. Really cool. I like the cover too. You got the couple swinging. Those are the lovers swinging, and you got like a Radio Stars Mount Rushmore. 1977, the Radio Stars. Number 95 belongs to PF Commando from Sweden. I can't pronounce the name of this album, I'm sorry. But this is super raw stuff. Guitars like chainsaws. Just such throaty vocals, man. Like you could hear this guy tearing up his throat. It's wild. This is a really cool record. Definitely check it out. I'm Innocent's my favorite track on this one. It's like kind of an homage to Sid Vicious, like so many punk bands did in the 70s. That's from 1979. Number 94, also from 1979. This is the Weirdos mini album. Now, the Weirdos were a band that their singles were fantastic. I love them. And they never put an album out until this little mini album. Obviously, you know, we got the Neutron Bomb. That's their big, song, whatever. This is a little more polished. I don't want to say poppy, but Happy People is kind of, a little new wavier and poppy. They do an excellent cover of Jungle Rock. But yeah, this is really cool. From 1979, the Weirdos. Number 93. The Punk Poet, Patti Smith, Horses. This is a record on this list that, musically isn't punk so much, but it's the attitude and, the ideas that, were formulated in this song are excellent. Patti Smith's a wordsmith, man. Really cool. Really great record. Patti Smith, Horses, 1975. I got to make sure none of these fall, man. Number 92 from New York City on Golden Disc Records. It's The Victims, Real Wild Child. Yeah, 1979. So this record is really cool because it's just the band live in the studio. There's no overdubs. None of that, glitz and glamour of the studio. Gotta find a substitute it starts out with, and it's just ripping, dude. Excellent solos, just bare bones rock and roll. Just good punk rock, man. Really like it. They cover Real Wild Child on here. But yeah, there's not a miss on this, man. I love it. The Victims, Real Wild Child. Number 91. Another Chiswick band. The Radiators from Space. This is TV Tube Heart. This is 1977. 1977. Television Screen is my favorite Radiators from Space song. It's a great song, and I have it on another comp where they kind of sped it up, and I don't like the sped up version. I like the mid-tempo one. It starts off with like crazy feedback. I like that. But Television Screen, Prison Bars, Roxy Girl, Press Gang, a lot of cool songs on this. Really slick record. Radiators from Space. TV Tube Heart, number 91. Number 90, some sleazy punk from 1978. The Pork Dukes, Pink Pork. So while this album is melodic and I really like the vocals in it, I think they're a really cool band. The songs are just crass, dude. Tight Pussy, Dirty Boys, Bend and Flush, Telephone Masturbator. I mean, it's pretty gross stuff, but they're excellent, man. And this was another band. They were brothers. I think it's Stuart and Colin Goldring were brothers in this band. And they were in a prog band called Nidralog. And then they jumped on the punk stuff. But they've reached number 90 on the punk top 100 of the 1970s. So I'm going to get to number 89, a little beer break. From 1979, God Bless the Starjets. This is a terrific record. Has kind of a power pop overtone to it, slightly mod. Any Danger Love is my favorite song on this. Excellent song. School Days, really great song. War Stories. Starjets. God Bless the Starjets. Excellent record. Number 88 belongs to Panic. The album's called 13. This is from 1978. I like this cover, man. It's cool. So Panic, if I could describe Panic to you, they would fall somewhere in between the Vibrators and Elton Motello. Like kind of in the middle there. Jimmy, the first song on the album, is really cool. What's the other one? It's My Pain. I like that. Dead or Alive. Not the Johnny Thunder song, but belongs to Panic, who comes in at number 88 on the list. Number 87, a little garagey kind of style punk from Boston. 87 is DMZ, their first album. What was this, 1978? This album kills, dude. It's super high energy. These guys, dude, you're sweating listening to this, man. Makes you want to dance and go wild. I love DMZ. Destroyer is an excellent song. Baby Boom, such a cool song. Mighty Idy, Bad Attitude, really great album. Check it out, the first DMZ album. Next, number 86, Pass the Dust, I Think I'm Bowie, from 1979. It's Black Randy and the Metro Squad. This album's off the wall, man. So, there's so much going on in this, man. There's like crazy kind of keyboards. I love the rhythm section. Black Randy's got a really distinct, cool voice. But if you think you haven't heard these guys, you might have, because if you've seen Ladies and Gentlemen, The Fabulous Stains. They're in that movie when like the tour manager's trying to like get a new band on the tour, and he's trying them out. And the dude from the Looters is trying to get him to stop, and they're playing I Slept in an Arcade. And he won't stop, and he beats him up. That's Black Randy and the Metro Squad. Yeah, I Slept in an Arcade, Idi Amin, Marlon Brando is probably my favorite song on this album. Really cool record. Pass the Dust, I Think I'm Bowie. Number 85, I was just talking about him, Elton Motello, Victim of Time, 1978. This is a really slick record, man. I like it a lot. Probably more new wave, closer to new wave than punk, but Victim of Time, Pogo Pogo, Artificial Insemination, He's a Rebel, Teen Pimp, a lot of cool songs, and Deranged kind of cover. I like that. Yeah, Elton Motello, Victim of Time, number 85. Number 84 is the Skids, Scared to Dance, 1979. Really like this record. Of course I do. Why would I put it in the top 100? But big sound. Cool production. I really like the record. Into the Valley is probably their biggest, the most known song. And it's the first one on here, I think. Yeah, really cool. Really cool record. And I love that song. It's great. Of One's Skin, Scared to Dance. A lot of great songs on here. The Skids, Scared to Dance, number 84 from 1979. Let's get to number 83. It's going to be from 1978. It's Penetration, Moving Targets. Really cool record. I got to stop saying really cool record. It's a great record. It's terrific. It's fantastic. So, Penetration, I think the lead singer's name is Pauline Murray. It's female fronted, excellent, excellent vocals. If you like polystyrene and the X-ray specs, you'll really dig Penetration, Moving Targets. It's just great. Is Don't Dictate on? Free Money is a great song too. I like that. I don't think Don't Dictate is on here. I have that single. That's a great song. Too Many Friends I love too. That's a great song too. But yeah, Penetration, Moving Targets. Excellent. Number 82 from 1978. He left the Sex Pistols and formed the Rich Kids, Glenn Matlock. Terrific LP, dude. Excellent. I don't really care much for the cover. I think it's kind of dumb, but whatever. I mean, what do I know? But excellent songs. Ghosts of Princes and Towers. Awesome song. Burning Ambition, Marching Men. Just really cool. I first heard them, I got the single, the red cover, Rich Kids. And I got to get the record, and it didn't disappoint. It's very cool. From 1978, number 82, The Rich Kids. Number 81 from 1977 on Stiff Records is Ian Dury and the Blockheads, New Boots and Panties. Here's another one that's, maybe musically not so punk. I think the second side definitely has some punk rock songs on it, but Ian Dury's lyrics, his delivery, it's so clever. It's very cool. The songs are really well written. The musicianship is excellent. And it makes for a great record, man. I love that cover of him standing next to a little kid. Great record, Ian Dury and the Blockheads, 1977. Number 80 from 1978 is a band called The Depressions. Now, The Depressions... So the Depressions put out, this is their only album. They changed their name to the DPs. So this is straightforward punk rock. Kind of like a not as talented version of The Boys, maybe. I don't, but it's just really good. Screw Your Radio Trash. Family Planning's my favorite song on this. But so the DPs were playing, I think, with the Vibrators and a live show, and a fight broke out, and somebody died, and it got like a lot of bad press. And it led them to change their name to the DPs, and then they put out another album, but it's kind of like new wavy. I don't like it, but this album's terrific, man. Great 70s punk. Number 80 from 1978, The Depressions. Self-titled. Next, 1977, number 79, is Hubble Bubble. And I think this was Plastic Bertrand's first band. But just, this is like Killed by Death kind of punk. Another album that has guitars like a garbage disposal and just super throaty, guttural vocals. It's just primal, animalistic, really cool. It's what I like in my punk. And this is a great record, Hubble Bubble, their first album. Sweet Rot, Big Star Rolling, new promotion. They also have Pogo Pogo on there. Great record, man. And they put another album out after this called Faking, I think in 79 or 78. And it's good. It's just more like glammy, kind of power pop, not that rough style punk that, that I loved about the first album. Next one, number 78 from 1978. The Image Has Cracked by Alternative TV. Alternative TV is a really cool band. Love Lies Limp, excellent. The best song on this one is Action Time Vision, fantastic. One of my top punk songs I think ever, man. I love that. I can't get over how good that song is. I love it. I can listen to it anytime. I love it. The Image Is Cracked, Alternative TV. Really cool record. Gets kind of weird sometimes, but I like it, man. Great stuff. Number 77 from 1978. It's by a band called The Automatics. This is the Missing album. The lead singer of this band, David Phillip, he had a short stint in The Boys, but wasn't on any of the recordings or anything. But this was recorded in 78, but it didn't get put out till years later. The Automatics, they're best known for, they have a great single, and it's on this album too. It's a different version though, called When the Tanks Roll Over Poland Again. Terrific song, but the rest of the album, sometimes it sounds like the Saints, but it also has kind of like a Heartbreakers, Johnny Thunders, and a Heartbreakers kind of swagger to it. And I love it. It's an excellent record, man. And yeah, I bought the single, and then I found this at the record store one day, not even knowing that they had an album. Of course I didn't know. It was the missing album. And I was missing it. Now I have it. Number 77, 1978, The Automatics. Very cool. Number 76, also from 1978. This is a cool record. Joe Cool and the Killers. The album's called Killer. That's number 76. This is, if I had to describe to you what Joe Cool and the Killers sound like, it would be like they're a more punky, revved up version of Eddie and the Hot Rods. Kind of that rock and roll style. Great guitar work. I like the solos in here. They keep it simple, kind of Chuck Berry-ish, you know. But great songs, man. Killer, Bad News, I Just Don't Care. Street Kids, I Just Want to Be Me. Joe Cool and the Killers. Cool album. Number 75 from 1977. This record is trippy. And it's so cool. So good. Chrome. Alien soundtracks. You gotta have this, man. So there's some really rockin' songs on here. But they're surrounded and intertwined with these electronic kind of segues and like interludes, and you could tell these guys were really experimenting in the studio, probably having a lot of fun, and it shows because the record's a lot of fun. It's really cool. If you're looking to get trippy but still kind of keep it punk, Alien Soundtracks by Chrome, you can't go wrong. Excellent, man. That's number 75. Number 74 from 1977, we're just talking about him, Teenage Depression by Eddie and the Hot Rods. This is pub rock to the max. Great rock and roll. Teenage Depression, such an amazing song. Their next album, Life on the Line, also terrific. Could have made it, but we're only letting one record in from each band at a time. Number 73 is from 1978. It's the first album from Coxbar. But I don't actually have that album. I have the outtakes. It's called True Grit, but it's the same song lineup and everything. I love this record. Shock Troops is my favorite by Coxbar, but I love this record because it kind of shows Coxbar in a different, more kind of trying to do like a rock and roll vibe. And that's really cool. This is really great. We Love You, Runnin' Riot, Platinum Blonde. I Need a Witness. Teenage Heart, probably my favorite song on here. It's number 73 from 1978. Number 72 from Finland. Epu Normali, Maximum Yi and Yi. Really great. I have fun with these records because a lot of the songs are in Finnish or whatever, you know, and I just, you know, this came with a really cool booklet and everything. And, you know, I look up the lyrics. It's fun to kind of translate them. Straightforward, punk rock, melodic, without being too poppy. And I love that Rickenbacker on the cover, man. Great record. 1979, number 72, Epu Normali. Number 71, the same thing that happens with this record happens with another one. So when I moved to Memphis, I had a box of records, a box of framed record covers that I left behind, but it's coming in like 2 weeks. And I'll probably do an unboxing for that or whatever. It's framed stuff that I got signed by the band. So there's 2 records on this list I don't have covers for because they're framed somewhere else, but they're coming. But anyway, whatever. Number 71 from 1978. It's the Rosillos. Can't Stand the Rosillos. What a fun album. If you could describe this album in one word, it'd be fun. Flying Saucer Attack, no. Somebody's Gonna Get Their Head Kicked In Tonight. Just so many great songs, and I've seen them live, and they're still going, man. Doing great shows. Number 70 from 1979 belongs to the Slits. The album's Cut. I'm not so much into like reggae or dub or anything, but there's something about this record that kind of just does it for me. I like it. Typical Girls, Shoplifting. Great songs. I love that cover. It's wild. Really great. The Slits, Cut from 1979. Next, number 69 from 1978 is Raxola. Was it 84's Man, Old Rat, Wait for the War? Raxola gets kind of creepy sometimes without straying. Like, it's creepy punk. It's cool, but they're not trying to be like goth or anything. You know what I mean? I think they lend themselves more toward like a Stiff Little Fingers kind of vibe. But this is really cool. Raspy vocals. Really just distorted, really chainsaw guitar again. Really cool stuff. Raxola. Check it out. That's self-titled. Number 68 from 1978. It's The Only Ones, their first album. Come on, man. All right, so this is probably going to be one that people are like, oh, it's not punk or whatever. I think it's punk. I love it. Another Girl, Another Planet. Excellent song. City of Fun. The Beast. The Whole of the Law. While melodic and kind of poppy, just great. And I love Peter Parrott's vocals. I think they're terrific. They just write really great songs. And Another Girl, Another Planet is on another planet. It's an excellent song. So The Only Ones from 1978. That's number 68 on the list. Number 67 on Pogo Records from 1978. It's the Suburban Studs. Straightforward, in-your-face punk, nothing, no frills, none of that crap, just really cool. Really great punk rock. The album's called Slam. I first heard the single No Faith. I went back, checked it out, and the album didn't let me down. I Hate School, Razor Blades, Necro, Dissatisfied, Suburban Studs. Just great stuff. Fantastic record, man, from 1967. From 1977, number 66, The Real Kids from Boston. Yeah, this is punk. It's power pop. It's garage, too. It's great. The lead-off track, All Kinds of Girls, it's hard to beat, dude. They do Buddy Holly, Ray Vaughan. They do an Eddie Cochran cover, My Way. I love Do the Boob. Besides All Kinds of Girls, Do the Boob's probably my other favorite song on the album. It's number 66 from 1977. Number 65 from 1978. We can't exclude these guys. Are We Not Men? We Are Devo. The first Devo album. Jocko Homo, Mongoloid's the best song on this for me. I love it. Dude, so creative. Some off-the-wall noises on this stuff. And like I said, it seems like another album, like I said before with Chrome. We're kind of experimenting, just having fun, and the outcome is terrific. I love Devo, especially this album. Great record. Number 64 from Ireland, 1979. Protex, Strange Obsessions. This is another one of those records that got recorded in 79 but didn't see a release till like 2011. And so if I could describe these guys, they'd be like a power pop Stiff Little Fingers. But I don't want to compare them to Stiff Little Fingers because Protex is all their own. Don't Ring Me Up, the song Strange Obsessions, A Place in Your Heart, just excellent tunes. And when this came out, they came over to the States and did a couple shows. I got to see them, and they were just on fire, man. Check out Protex if you can. Strange Obsessions. Gritty power pop. It's punk power pop. Excellent stuff. Number 63 from 1978, Germ-Free Adolescence by the X-Ray Specs. This is a classic, you know. You got to have this in your collection if you're liking punk. But Warrior Woolworth's probably my favorite tune. I'm a Poser's fun. Every song's fun on here. Sometimes the saxophone annoys me, but whatever, man. It's a great record. And Polystyrene has a really cool voice. It's a great record, man. Number 63 from 1978. Number 62, also from 1978, is Separates by 999. I love this record. It kicks off with Homicide. Homicide is a top punk tune without being super fast, without being super aggressive. It's mid-tempo. It's a little bit creepy. The band is so tight. I love it. Homicide's a great song. Let's Face It is on this High Energy Plan. I think this was released, it's the same album, but called High Energy Plan. I think that was the UK version, and this might be the US version. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, that's number 62 from 1978. Number 61, also from 1978. Billy Idol, Generation X, their first album. This has got like hit after hit on it. Give Me Some Truth, From the Heart, Ready, Steady, Go. Day by Day, 100 Punks, Your Generation, Kiss Me Deadly. come on, man. Excellent record. Love this record. It's terrific. I collected their singles more at first, but this is a must-have. Great record. Number 61 from 1978. The next one, number 60 from 1977, is The Outsiders, Calling on Youth. Now, this record, a lot of bands, I don't like long songs, dude. They go a little long on some of theirs, but I don't mind. Like, great guitar work, some really cool riffage in this stuff. And they have some songs that are kind of slow, but I still enjoy them. They're good, man. It's a rockin' album. On the Edge, Hit and Run. I'm Screwed Up, Calling on Youth, the title track. Really good. From 1977. Number 60, The Outsiders. Their next album, Close Up, I think it's called, is really cool, too. Number 59. From 1977, from Canada, The Diodes. Dude, I showed this on a Vinyl Finds maybe a month ago or so, and I fell in love with this record. It's a perfect blend of new wave, punk, power pop. They're like the Ramones went new wave kind of sound, and it just works so well. Child Star, Tennis Again, Blonde Fever. They're most known for their hit, Tired of Waking Up Tired. I got that single. I love that single, but it's not on that album. That's a great record. Number 58 from 1970s, the MC5, Back in the USA. Now, I would rank this higher, but I love the songs on it, but the production's so tinny, and it's just not powerful like the MC5 should be. Like, I would have put the first one on, but it came out in 69. This is a list from the 70s, so... But Tonight, High School, Call Me Animal, American Ruse, Looking at You, the solo, and Looking at You, oh, it makes you want to go wild, man. I love it. So that's number 58. Number 57, one that was recorded in 1977, didn't get a release for a long time after that, is The Consumers, All My Friends Are Dead. I knew I was going to love this when the first song kicked on. It's just really fast, trashy, aggressive, without being, like, it's not hardcore, but like just 3 chords in and out. There's probably 10 songs on this, and the thing is like, 17 minutes or something, but really cool. I think they were from Arizona. I might be wrong on that. I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of records, a lot of information to retain here. Number 56, cool story about this band and this record. It's a record called Needle Time. It's by a band called Warsaw Pact. This is a live record. So, in 77, yeah. So in 1977, the record company told Warsaw Pact, do a live show. We'll record it. And they did it. And that night, the master went to the pressing plant, and they pressed up about, I think, 5,000 of these things. It was in the record store the next day. I read an interview with one of the guys on in the band, and he said, yeah, I was in the record store the next day signing copies, which is wild. Enough on the back, but this is a great live record. It's a testament to the rawness and realness of the 70s punk, and it's captured live on this record. Terrific. Really terrific record. Check it out. Number 55, we're in the city, from 1977, The Jam. I guess you could say The Jam were mod too, but I think it's a punk record. Art School, I Changed My Address, Away from the Numbers. It's my favorite song on this record. I love it. In the City, Sound from the Street. So many good songs on this record. And The Jam had such a long discography of great stuff. But this is my favorite by them. All Mod Cons comes in a close second. But yeah, this is a great record. In the City by The Jam. Number 54, this is where I break one of the rules. This is a compilation, but the first record in this 2-record set is this band's first album. And it's a band called Ivy Green. And Ivy Green, the album that I'm showing is Whatever They Hype, but the actual album is self-titled. Ivy Green they're like a nastier version of the Saints, I feel like. I Think We're Gonna Make It kicks off the album. Terrific. Followed by another Subculture Going Bad. Mr. Mister is such a cool song. This is from 1978, and it is ripping, dude. Excellent. And this little comp came with like a huge booklet, too. Really cool. Check out Ivy Green, the first album, self-titled Ivy Green. Raw, nasty, love it. Speaking of raw and nasty, I think it was on Chiswick as well. Yeah, Chiswick, dude, from 1978. Johnny Moped, Psychedelic. Killer record. VD Boiler, Panic Button, an awful cover of Little Queenie by Chuck Berry. Awful cover, but it's so much fun. No One is a great tune on here, too. Johnny Moped, Psychedelic. Number 52 from it was recorded in 1978. Noise Addiction by Pure Hell, an all-black punk band. And you want to talk about noise? You want to talk about getting loud? This band does it, dude. Noise Addiction. Killer punk. I don't think they get talked about enough. I love this record. Pure Hell from Philadelphia. Number 51. A lot of people put another album by this band in the top, punk albums. But I'm going with this one. It's the Dictators, Blood Brothers. I love Blood Brothers. Go Girl Crazy, I think, is an amazing album. But I just really dig Blood Brothers. Faster and Louder. Baby Let's Twist. The Minnesota Strip. Borneo Jimmy. Stay With Me. What it is. So cool. You're All Going Under the Thunder of Manitoba. 1978, number 51. Number 50, from Ireland, The Outcast, Self-Conscious Over You, which is the name of the album, also my favorite song on here, but Love Is for Sops, Disease, Cyborg, just really cool. It's kind of like mid-tempo. It's not going to knock you over, but attitude, really cool songwriting. I love the songs and I love the production because it's not too great and it's not too bad. The Outcasts are a terrific band, and I'm sorry if my voice goes out or whatever. I'm just a lot of talking. It's a lot of records, so I got to move the next stack of 50 over, and I apologize for this going long, but we got a lot of stuff here, man. Number 49 from 1979 is Razzia, another band from Finland. This is another one I love kind of deciphering the lyrics because a lot of them aren't in English. But I would say they're more of like a poppier Stiff Little Fingers. I think they do a Stiff Little Fingers cover on here. I'm listening to it and I'm like, I know that song, but it's not in English, so I don't know what they're saying, but it's gotta be. It's gotta be. This is an excellent record, man. Definitely check out Razzia, their first album. It's self-titled. Yeah, great record. 1979. Number 48 from 1977 is Eater, the album. These were like kids doing this stuff, man. They were young. But Public Toys, Lock It Up. They do a Sweet Jane cover by the Velvet Underground. Just really cool. Simple, aggressive, great songs by Eater. And like I said, these were like kids, man. Number 47 from 1979 is the Angelic Upstarts. I'm an Upstart, Murder of Little Towers. Great tunes, great tunes. That was on Warner Brothers in 1979. Number 46, 1978, Radios Appear by Radio Birdman. What Gives? Do the Pop. You're going to miss me to do the 13th Floor Elevators cover. High energy rock and roll right here from Australia. 1978, that's number 46. Number 45. I love this band. It's like dumb punk. It's great. The Lurkers, Fulham Fallout. 1978. Killer stuff. Instead of And Then I Kissed Her, it's And Then I Kicked Her. Ain't Got a Clue. I Don't Need to Tell Her. Total War. Every song on here is great. I really dig Fulham Fallout. It's like a dumber version of the Ramones. Number 44, another X-Pistol from 1978. Public Image, first issue. What can you say? This is such a great record, especially coming out of like a band as huge as the Sex Pistols. To make a mark with an album like this is terrific. Great songs, great production, There's even like spoken word stuff in it that's really cool. The next one I'm going to show from 1979, it's number 43, is A Trip to Marineville by Swell Maps. Very creative, really, really fun songs. There's one song on here that sounds like, I think it's Breakdown by the Buzzcocks. It sounds exactly like it, dude. But you got to check this out. It came with a 7-inch too, but this copy it didn't come with. I don't have the 7-inch, but I have the album, Trip to Marineville by the Swell Maps. Really cool stuff. Number 42 from 1979 is Chelsea. Their first album, I'm on Fire, Free the Fighters, Fools and Soldiers, Government, all the downs. Just, dude, this is high energy rock and roll. I love it, man. And I got to keep my energy up. We got so much more to go. I got to keep it going, dude. I need the strength to endure. But Chelsea is a killer band. The first time I heard them was Alternative Hits, that compilation. And I went back and checked out the first album. I was blown away. I think Billy Idol was like the original singer for Chelsea, but they didn't record anything. Number 41 from 1978 is Per Ubu, The Modern Dance. And that song is killer on the album. But the best song, it kicks off with Non-Alignment Pact. Dude, this song, you just want to go wild when you hear it. And such a creative record, such a unique voice. These guys, they were from Cleveland. And just a really fun record. Life Stinks is another great song on here. That's from 1978, number 41. Number 40 is the Suicide Commandos, Make a Record. That's from 1978. The Suicide Commandos were from Minnesota. I think they really laid the groundwork for a lot of the future punk to come out from that area. Really, really cool record. A Mosquito Crucifixion. Yeah, there it is. Really great. Attacking the Beat. I think that's my favorite tune on here. But all the way through, a really fun punk record. And like I said, man, I think they really laid the groundwork for a lot of those Minnesota bands. Number 39, the Clown Princes of Punk, the incredible Shrinking Dickies. Not only is this a fantastic album cover, but the music is killer, dude. Poodle Party, Give It Back. I like Curb Job. That's my favorite tune. But Water Slide, You Drive Me Ape, You Big Gorilla. Just so many great songs. This came on Orange Wax and Yellow. I have Yellow, I think. I think that's what I have. But, yeah. And their next record, the other record, Dawn of the Dickies, that's pretty good, too. Those two are like, I think you should definitely have them. From Canada, number 38 from 1979, some pure rock and roll. Teenage Head, their first album. Dude, Top Down, Ain't Got No Sense, Lucy Potato, Picture My Face. So many great songs. Kissing the Carpet. Dude, Teenage Head rules, and you gotta hear this album. You gotta get this album. Terrific punk rock and roll from Canada. Number 37 from 1977. You want in-your-face punk. You want the real deal. You got it. The Drones. Further Temptations. Dude, what an attack of a record. Killer. Bone Idol, I Just Want to Be Myself. And they even do Be My Baby, a really cool like punk cover of Be My Baby. But look at the back. It's this like old lady walking past the drones. I wonder what she's thinking. Love this cover too. Really wild. Definitely check out the Drones. There's a reason it's so high up in my top 100. Number 36, I feel like people either love them or hate them. But I would say I'm one of the people in the middle. But I think a lot of people either like really love this man or hate him. But it's The Feeding of the 5,000 by Crass. That's from 1979. Dude, what can you say about Crass that hasn't been said already? I mean, it's just, you know, the message, the great lyrics, messaging. I mean, Do They Owe Us a Living? Classic song. Kind of military drums, super minimalistic guitar. Everything's minimalistic, and it makes for a really cool listen. It's my favorite Crass album, probably the one I play the most, but Feeding of the 5,000 from 1979. Number 35, we're going to do it dog style with Slaughter and the Dogs. Yeah, dude, this record is very, high energy, very rock and roll. You get a New York Dolls cover on here. You even get I'm Waiting for the Man. But their originals are killer, dude. Boston Baby, Where Have All the Boot Boys Gone? You're a Bore. Dude, Slaughter and the Dogs is a rock and roll band. And their single, Cranked Up Really High, that's the only thing that would make this record even better, is if they included Cranked Up Really High. But yeah, excellent record. Slaughter and the Dogs. Number 34, I guess you would call this proto-punk, but it's, or maybe you wouldn't even call it punk, but The Modern Lovers. Dude, I'm in love with this record. When I got this record, when I first heard it, I was probably like 16, and I just didn't stop playing it. I couldn't get enough of it, dude. Road Runner, She Cracked, Hospital, Astral Plane. Pablo Picasso is a hilarious song. Pablo Picasso was never called an asshole. That's number 34 from 1976. Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers. Number 33, 1979. Known most for their classic song Teenage Kicks. It's the Undertones. If you want poppy punk, great songwriting, and a dude with an excellent, unique voice, Fairgill Sharkey, the Undertones, dude, are right up your alley, man. This is such a cool record. So many great songs on here. Every song is cool on here. I love it. Teenage Kicks being the best one for me. But, Male Model, Jump Boys, Here Comes the Summer, Get Over You. Those are just amazing tunes. So check it out. The Undertones. That's their first album. From 1978 is Susie and the Banshees, The Scream. Kind of new wavy, maybe a little gothy, whatever, but the songs are slick. I love these songs. Always loved Susie and the Banshees. Now, some of these copies came with Hong Kong Garden on them. I don't have a copy with Hong Kong Garden, but this is number 32 from 1978. Number 31, also from 1978, is Johnny Thunder's So Alone. A record with an all-star cast, just excellent songs. Pipeline, You Can't Put Your Arms Around a Memory. Great Big Kiss, Dead or Alive, Daddy Rolling Stone, just really cool record. Number 30 from Belgium, 1978, it's The Kids. You gotta hear this record. I was obsessed with this record when I found it. This is Rock and Roll, Do You Love the Nazis, Bloody Belgium, I Want to Get a Job in the City. So many cool songs on this. The Kids from Belgium. I see I'm at like 48 minutes. I'm going to try to blow through these last 30, dude. The next one, number 29, 1979. The Fall, Live at the Witch Trials. This is such a creative, slick record, dude. Was it Marky Smith? I love his voice. I love the little keyboards on here. It's the New Thing, Bingo Masters, Breakout, Rebellious Jukebox. So many cool songs. And you want to talk about a trippy record. How about the first album by Suicide? Number 28, 1977. This is the first album, but an alternate cover. I think there's like some extra stuff on it. But yeah, Alan Vega. Just really cool, man. It's just a great record. Very synthy, very off the wall. Avant-garde, if you will. Number 27 from 1977. Blank Generation by Richard Hell and the Voidoids. Dude, obviously Blank Generation, people know Love Comes in Spurts, but I love Liars Beware, Down at the Rock and Roll Club, and over here is Marky Ramone, Mark Bell, later to go on with the Ramones. Number 26, it's half live, half studio, from 1978, Tell Us the Truth by Sham 69. Dude, I never thought I was really into live albums, and then I heard this, I felt like I was there. Such a great record, dude. Hey Little Rich Boy, Tell Us the Truth, It's Never Too Late, Ulster, Rip Off, George Davis is Innocent. Come on, man. Excellent. Number 25 from 1979, such a tight band. Amazing album. Entertainment by Gang of Four. I can't say enough good things about this record, dude. Natural's not in it. Damaged Goods. Anthrax, probably my favorite tune on this. Like I said, just such a tight band. And you're not going to find a miss on this. This This is excellent. This starts the top 25. So, number 24, this is another album I don't have the cover for. I got Cheetah Chrome signed it, and it's back home. It's getting shipped here. I'll show you when it comes in. From 1977, it's the Dead Boys, Young, Loud, and Snotty. Sonic Reducer, All This and More. I mean, come on, man. Caught with the meat in your mouth. Ain't Nothing to Do. So many punk classics crammed on one album. A lot of people give their next album, We've Come For Your Children, a lot of crap, but I love it. I think it's a great album too. But Young, Loud, and Snotty, number one. Number one for the Dead Boys. This record was recorded in 1978. I don't think it got released till like 94. Static Age by the Misfits. I had to include this, man. Some Kind of Hate, Last Caress, Roar 138, Teenagers from Mars, Hollywood Babylon's probably my favorite tune on here. Just that's a classic punk record. How did no label pick up this album? I don't understand. These idiots are probably kicking themselves years later. The next one, from 1979, number 22. Very influential album. It's Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures. How could we not include Joy Division? This record will put you in a mood, dude. It's got power, man. This album's got power, and it's excellent, man. It's dark. It's great. 1979, a classic, a stone cold classic. Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division. The next one I'm going to show you is from 1977, and when I got a copy of this, it didn't leave my turntable for like months. I thought I was the coolest guy ever listening. The Vibrators, Pure Mania. Every song on this record is like punk rock bliss to me. Into the Future, Yeah, 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 Sweet, Sweet Heart, Baby, Baby, No Heart, She's Bringing You Down, London Girls, Whips and Furs, Stiff Little Fingers, Wrecked on You, I Need a Slave. Come on, man. Every song. This is such a classic. Number 21 from 1977, The Vibrators. Number 20 from 1979, another stone cold classic, The Ruts. The Ruts were incredible, dude. Dope for Guns. That's a great tune. I love it. Babylon's Burning is probably their, most known song. But the cool thing about this cover is all kinds of characters in here. Over here, there's like Rat Scabies and Captain Sensible. John Peel's over here. I think that's Johnny Rotten. Jimmy Percy's on here somewhere too. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo of punks, The next one, number 19. I've seen conflicting things whether this album came out in 79 or 80, and I apologize if it came out in 80 and I included it in here. But if it did come out in 79, there's no way I couldn't include it. It's the Wipers, Is This Real? And like I said, I'm sorry if this came out in 80, but I've seen some sites say it came out in 79. Some people say it came out in 80. But Return of the Rat, Is This Real? Alien Boy. Dude, prime punk rock. Excellent stuff. You gotta have this. You just gotta get this, man. The Wipers. Number 18 from Australia, 1977, is The Saints, I'm Stranded. Maximum rock and roll. I love the vocals. I love the guitar. I love everything about this. It's just such a cool album. They had 3 albums that were just terrific. What was the second one? Prehistoric Time, and what was the other one? It has Know Your Product on it. Is that the name of the album? I don't know. I can't remember. But that's an excellent record. But this one's my favorite. The first one, man. I'm Stranded. Come on, that's the song, dude. No Time, Kissing Cousins, Demolition Girl, Wild About You. Get into it, dude. You got to get the Saints. Number 17 from 1977. Emergency Beer Crack Time. We're almost closing in on an hour. Thank you guys for sticking around. We're at number 17 here. Rattus Norvegicus by the Stranglers. What a tough record. Dude, such a tough record. The first song, Sometimes, oh man, someday I'm gonna smack your face. What a great, dude, it's just such attitude. These guys were like, this was tough, dude. And there's great musicianship. I love the bass in this album. I love the vocals. I love the keyboards and synth and all that stuff. Peaches, Get a Grip on Yourself. like I said, sometimes, Hanging Around. You can't beat it, dude. It's excellent. I like the other one too, No More Heroes. But Radis Norvegicus, that just does it for me, dude. Number 16 from 1977. I can't run out of steam. I'm almost at the finish line, guys. Cheer me on out there. Instead of water, I'm running and handing me Budweisers. I'm going. Number 16 from 1977. The Beatles in Bondage. The Boys. The Boys were such a cool band. I don't know if a lot of people would rank them this high, but I love the Boys. Obviously, I got the shirt, but I Call Your Name, Tumble With Me, I Don't Care, So Depressing, No Money. First Time is probably their most known song, but every song on this album is a rock and roll, a punk rock and roll treasure, dude. They're just such good songwriters. They have such good backup vocals, harmonies. They're a really great band, and there's a reason people called them the Beatles in Bondage. Because, I mean, there's I Call Your Name is the Beatles cover on here. But Sick on You. I think Casino Steel was in the Hollywood Brats, and then he went, and the Hollywood Brats do Tumble With Me and Sick on You. But the Boys versions are just killer, dude. I love this album. I can't say enough good things about the Boys. Number 15 from 1979. Another kind of blues by the UK subs. Charlie Harper, a hero, a rock and roll legend who's still rolling, still doing shows. And this album is so good. I love it, man. It kicks off with CID. Just makes you want to kick someone's teeth in, dude. I Live in a Car, Tomorrow's Girls, TV Blues, Lady Esquire, Young Criminals. So many good tunes. This is a punk rock album, man. Number 15 from 1979. Speaking of an excellent punk rock album, it was produced by Joan Jett. Can you guess what it is? I'm sure everyone knows. Number 14 from 1979, The Germs, man. G.I. Germs Incognito. What We Do is Secret. Lexicon Devil, Manimal, Media Blitz, some of my favorite tunes on here. Undeniable that this is a punk rock classic. Not only one of the best punk rock records of the 70s, but probably one of the best punk records ever. It'd be in everybody's list, you know. Dude, what else can you say? I can't say anything else that hadn't been said about this. A terrific, snotty record. I love it, man. Number 13 from 1978. Crossing the Red Sea with the Adverts. Dude, One Chord Wonders, Bored Teenagers, Gary Gilmore's Eyes. Punk classics. New Church. I love the Adverts, dude. Terrific record. I really hate the cover. There's like an alternate cover I saw like on a reissue. I was like, it looks cool as hell. But I think it's got T.V. Smith on it, you know. But this I don't really care for. But the music on this, dude, excellent. Number 12, my boy, one of my favorite, probably my favorite artist. But it's LAMF by Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers. Now, Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers were on that tour with the Sex Pistols, the Anarchy tour with the Sex Pistols and the Damned. And I think a lot of those guys took notes from these dudes, man. Steve Jones, a lot of his moves, man. I see Johnny doing that stuff before, man. And, Walter Lord, Billy Rath, Jerry Nolan, they were just such a great band of misfits. Every song on this is excellent. It's not only a punk rock classic, but I think a rock and roll classic. Number 12, LAMF by Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers, 1977. Number 11, also from 1977. Some people are probably going to say this isn't a punk album, whatever, I don't care. I love it. Marquee Moon by Television, dude. See No Evil, Elevation, Venus de Milo. I mean, come on, man. The music is so good. I love the vocals, everything about it. This album is like it's a masterpiece, dude. Marquee Moon is unreal. I love it. Check it out. All right, this is the top 10, dude. We finally made it. We've counted down from 100, and we're at the top 10. So this is probably some proto-punk. We saw Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers. We saw Johnny Thunders So Alone. And this is the New York Dolls' first album, number 10, from 1973. Dude, this album really, when I was a kid, I heard it for the first time, probably when I was about 14, and it blew my mind. I just wanted to know everything about these guys. The cover was captivating. It looked so bizarre. The songs were rock and roll, high energy, but with lyrics I didn't really know what it meant. And then I'm reading about them. I'm reading about New York City, and this was happening like maybe 30 miles from me, man. You know, well, back in the day. But you know, this was such an influential record to me, and I think to so many rock and roll bands and punk bands. And this album is just so terrific. That's why I put it number 10, 1973, the New York Dolls self-titled album. Number 9 is, hey, wait, how did that get in here? I didn't mean to show you the Bay City Rollers. I'm just kidding. It's the Sex Pistols. I'm just taking the piss here. Number 9 from 1977, Never Mind the Bollocks. Such a great record. Dude, anybody who tells you this album is overrated, it's just trying to be the cool guy in the room with a hot take. It's not overrated. It's a fantastic album. Every song on this record is a banger. And every song just makes you want to destroy shit. I love this record. And I'll always defend this record. You know, I showed the Rich Kids before. That was Matt Locke. I showed Public Image. That was John Lydon. But my favorite band to come out of the Sex Pistols was the Professionals. But I think that album came out in like 1981 or something. Didn't see it coming. But, you know, dude, every song on this record is fantastic. Yeah, the hits, God Save the Queen, Anarchy in UK are great. But Holidays in the Sun, Pretty Vacant, No Feelings, 17, Bodies. Bodies probably my favorite tune on this one. Sex Pistols, Never Mind the Bollocks, number 9. I said no compilations, right? So, I broke the rule here because I can't get enough of this. It's the Buzzcocks, Singles Going Steady, number 8 from 1979. This is just, the Buzzcocks wrote amazing pop songs, but it just kind of fit in the punk realm. Like Pete Shelley, an amazing player. Great singer, dude, and I love everything about this. But I'm sorry if I broke the rules with this compilation. We can replace it with Love Bites if you want. But I'd really like to. I prefer this one because it's got everything on it, dude. Orgasm Addict, What Do I Get? I Don't Mind, Love You More, Ever Fallen in Love, Promises. Just go on and on. It's just the best, man. All right, so like I said, each band's only going to have one album in this video, and I really made a bonehead mistake, dude. When I was putting all these in order last night. I was writing out the little post-it notes with the years and the number, and I got to number 7, and I was like, I got all the way to number 7 because I had them in order. I put them in order first. And I looked at the back, because I'm looking at the back of the record to see what year they came out so I could write it down. And I turned the back of number 7, and I go, oh my God, you idiot. This came out in 1980. It didn't come, I could have swore that this record came out in the 70s, and I blew it, dude. What a bonehead move. And I even wrote on here, I thought it was X Los Angeles. I thought this came out in like 79, but it came out in 80. And I wrote number 7, going along. I turned around on Slash Records 1980. 1980, you dumbass. I am so sorry. I blew it on that. And it's in the top 10, too, and it's such a bummer. So I know I said that bands wouldn't have 2 albums, more than 1 album in a series, but I have to replace it. And I couldn't go back and do all the other ones again. I just couldn't. So let me get to it. I'm putting Machine Gun Etiquette by the Damned from 1979 as number 7. I am so sorry. What a monumental bonehead mistake. But, you know, what can you do? But this record's a classic. Let's talk about Machine Gun Etiquette, dude. Love song. I Just Can't Be Happy Today. Noise, Noise, Noise. Smash It Up. Excellent stuff, dude. The Damned, Machine Gun Etiquette. Could it be my favorite Damned album? I don't know. Number 6. Everyone's got to have this. If you love punk, I'm putting it at number 6. 1979. Stiff Little Fingers. Inflammable Material. Suspect Device. Alternative Ulster. Alone set this at the top. And Jake Burns is just, dude, his throat is on fire. It's unreal. The vocals are so raspy, and the guitar is so cool, and the production is low but awesome, and I love it, man. State of Emergency, Wasted Life, Barbed Wire Love. Everything about this record is so cool. I love this record. And you have to own this, dude. You have to get it. Inflammable Material by Stiff Little Fingers. Number 6. Number 5. We want to talk about cool songwriting. We want to talk about minimalist. Maybe post-punk. But this is punk, not post. Look, dude, it's Wire. Pink Flag. Number 5. I can't get enough of this record, dude. 3-Girl Rumba, probably my favorite tune on here. Mannequin, 12XU. You gotta have Wire, Pink Flag. This is a must. The other one, Chairs Missing, also an excellent record. But Pink Flag's from 1977, but I think it stands the test of time of, just being an excellent, excellent record. And that's why I'm putting it number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is from 1973. It's Iggy and the Stooges, Raw Power. I know this is proto-punk, whatever, man. But, dude, put this on. Search and Destroy. Gimme Danger. Penetration. Raw Power. Shake, Appeal. Death Trip. Non-stop. Just killing you. It's an attack. This album is an attack. You want to turn it on 11 and just blast it, dude. Blast it so your neighbors can hear it. You got to get this record. Iggy and the Stooges, Raw Power. Number 4 from 1973. That's where I'm putting it, man. Number 4 is because it's such a classic record. We're down to the final 3 of the top 100 punk albums in the 1970s. The Clash, their debut, 1977. I love this record. Everyone should love this record, dude. This is the U.S. version, though. So this came out in, what did it come out in 79 then? We didn't get it till 79, but Jenny Jones, Career Opportunity. Career Opportunity is my favorite song on the album. Garageland, we're from Garageland. Amazing. Remote Control, Complete Control, White Riot, dude. This is essential, and this really laid a lot of groundwork for a lot of bands, and it's just, I can't say enough good things about it. Number 3, The Clash. So number 2 is from 1977. Number 2 and number 1 are both from 1977. Drum roll, please. Number 2 from 1977 is the Ramones, Rocket to Russia. Dude, everybody knows the Ramones, and there's a reason, because they rule, man. The Ramones, this is my favorite album by the Ramones, Rocket to Russia. I love Leave Home. I love the first one, self-titled, and I love Road to Ruin as well. But this one sticks out for me as being the best. I think the songs are the best. I think the production's a little cooler, a little bit. They didn't get that much better production, but they did, and it serves them well. Cretin Hop, Rockaway Beach, I Don't Care, Locket Love. Sheena's a punk rocker. I think my favorite Ramones song might be We're a Happy Family. It's on this one. It's the last song on the first side. So number 2, from 1977, the Ramones, Rocket to Russia. And ladies and gentlemen, the marathon has ended. We're at number 1 of the top 100 punk LPs from the 1970s. 3 beers later, one tired punk and raspy voice dying for a cigarette. Here I am to present you the number 1 punk record of the 1970s. To me. From 1977, The Damned, their first album. I just don't think this can be beat, man. I love this record so much. Every song is so cool. Neat, New Rose. See Her Tonight, Fan Club, Born to Kill, Feel the pain stab your back. It just does, to me, it doesn't get better than this for 1970s punk. The album cover is just fantastic. I love it. But the songs are just killer, man. This album, #1 for Ryan Kidd. The top 100 punk albums of the 1970s. This is it, man. And just a heads up out there, if you're looking through your collection and you have this record and you turn it over and instead of a picture of the Damned, there's a picture of Eddie and the Hot Rods on the back, I'll do you a favor. I'll take it off your hands. Just send it to me so you get rid of it. It's worthless. But I wish I had that copy, man. That'd be cool. And then with the shrink wrap on the front of the Damned shrink wrap. That's so cool. But yeah, this is #1 for me. The first Damned album. I love it. So many classics on it. Guys, thank you so much for sticking out this hour and like 11 minutes. I know it's been a marathon. I hope you found bands that you haven't heard before. I had such a blast putting this list together. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching the channel. And guys, let's do one last cheers. All right, everybody, be good out there. Thanks for watching.